So hello everyone and welcome back to Life is Strange and episode 2 of Life is Strange. And we will see how things will be going ahead now then that we have actually told Chloe that we can go back in time and everything like that. I'm kind of afraid what she will be asking, and to be honest, I'm not quite sure of the choice that I made with Chloe and maybe the cameras. Well, there's so many things that you can think that, well, maybe I should have done that choice, but hey, we'll see how this will be playing out. It's not like the choices aren't that easy to make, and it's kind of a good thing that it's not like that there's one choice that you know that this is the best. I don't know if while I was hiding in the closet there would have been some option in the middle of those two that I saw that I would have been able to do, which I guess there might have been. I might have liked one of those if I had understood or known that there was one, but I didn't at least realize to think about it. Plus, I just kind of still hated the fact that Chloe had actually gone and stolen that gun and everything, so it was a little bit of a difficult situation, of course, but let's go and just continue into episode 2 and see how things will be continuing then, shall we?
In the previous episode of Life is Strange.
Get that gun away from me, psycho! No!
They called film
Whoa.
little pieces
What the
of time.
fuck?
But he could be talking about photography.
Or have you done something wrong? Talk to me.
Hey, Victoria.
What do you want, Max?
I see everything here at Blackwell. Do you understand what I'm saying?
No, and leave me alone.
For reals, Warren, this is between you and me.
Don't insult me. Max, go on.
Hey, leave him alone. Max? Chloe?
It makes perfect sense I'd see you today.
Welcome home, Max.
That's Rachel Amber. Her missing person posters are all over Blackwell.
6 months ago, she just left Arcadia. Without a word. Without me. Something happened to her.
Wait, is that grass? Tell me the truth. That's an order.
I didn't black out. I had another vision. The town is going to get wiped out by a tornado.
Max, tell me everything.
And that is where it ended up. All of those things that we chose and everything. Story-based game that we choose player choice, the consequences of all your in-game actions and decisions and so on and forth will be remembered, and yeah. Alarm clock. Snooze. Snooze. Another day then. Only 3 days or some sus. Until the tornado, I guess. And yeah, my first idea would be that the tornado is what made this talent of ours manifest, so to speak. But it might be a different way completely. Maybe it is something different, maybe. I don't know. But that was my first idea. But it might be completely different. And yeah, episode 2, Out of Time, and I'm pretty sure we are going to be meeting Rachel at some point, considering there's been a lot of talk of her, a lot of those missing posters, and she is, after all, Chloe's friend too. You seem very tired. Well, I guess we can lay a little bit longer and just hang around in the bed, just look about at the photos and everything, and listen to nice music and everything, so I can get a little bit of a different scenery of our room. I guess we should be getting
I'm
up though.
so wrecked after staying up all night.
Or maybe not.
I could use my rewind to catch a few more Z's, but maybe I better save my strength.
Let's just get up now then. That's fine. But you did get at least the extra dialogue about staying in bed a little bit longer.
No amount of rewind will keep me clean. I still need a shower.
Yeah, definitely. So,
Whoa. Hello, zombie face. This is what happens when you research quantum physics all night.
hey, was it our... Yeah, some sort of a message in the phone, I guess. Hello, Chloe. Let's see, so... You there, Mad Max? Like I said, always for you. No emojis. Meet me at the diner in 40. I'll be there. Do not be late or I'll know time is not on your side. After all, you did let Step Dork bust me. I'm sorry. On my way. You are evil. 40 minutes or else. Okay? Evil, you say.
Even with all this crazy shit going on, it is so cool having Chloe back in my life again. Like no time has passed.
Well, Luke
This
first.
totally reminds me of being a kid in my room.
Well, let's
Sorry, Mom. I can make my bed whenever I want. Booyah.
let's just do it
I
quickly.
am so not a rebel. I always like my bed to be neat and tidy. Thanks, Mom.
Why not?
The Max Caulfield Photo Memorial Wall.
I'm not sure if there's something special about everything, but nonetheless, can at least have a look into some more things here.
That's the only tourist picture I let them take of me at the Space Needle. That was a good hockey game and a great fight. Man, Kristen and Fernando were so drunk hanging on the Fremont Troll.
Books.
I could rewind for days and read all of these books. Will I really find any insight into my power?
That's a good question. I don't know, but I guess it's a good thing that you got those time travel books.
I can't keep my eyes open, but I know there's a scientific answer.
Bullshit, I'm drowning in time and trying to figure it out. There's a deer. Time is like a river, says Einstein. You can try to swim up the river too, like kind of we are doing. Giant frog. My head hurts after a longer rewind and thinking about this now. Interesting. Take a giant step backwards for mankind, yes. Schrodinger's cat, yeah, could exist in 2 different time zones. Hello, time kitty. Yeah, we can exist like that too, sort of, in a sense. Quantum entanglement energy disperses as particles reach equal distribution. This means that time has a fragile foundation, nothing written in stone. Stone is put into there even. Nothing is written in stone. Fragile foundation, equal distribution. It's very interesting though that she's actually been researching all of these things and writing these things about this. And what about the tornado? Yeah, no one can say. Time is like an arrow, Newton. Or is it like 2 arrows at the same velocity hitting 2 targets independent of each other, leading to 2 different results? What the hell am I writing, even? This is pure bullshit. The law of thermodynamics can obviously be broken. No rules, only guidelines. Burn your clock. No alarm clocks. Rewind only, limited by time itself. Right, now I only have enough time to go back a certain amount of time. Irony or evolution. Maybe I have to do time exercises now? Good question. I do not know. But yeah, Schrodinger's cat is also the experiment that if you put the cat into a box, and there's 2 possibilities. If you put into the box also something that, was it the gas or was it the, like something that could explode and do the, fill the box with the gas. So it would be the idea that at the same time, because it's the box and you have no idea if the bomb has gone off or if it isn't gone off, or even if it has tried to go off, it hasn't worked as a bomb. So at that same time, in that reality, before you have opened the box, there is a possibility of the cat either being alive or being dead. Both are just as possible because you don't know what is the reality of it. Is the cat still alive? Is the cat dead? Has the bomb exploded? Has the bomb not exploded? And yeah, that's basically the Schrodinger's cat. On the other hand, approximately, not maybe best way to say, but
This picture will capture this crazy historic moment in my life.
sure.
No smiling. Take your power seriously.
Well, more photos, more photos. What about on our laptop?
I could get lost doing time travel research.
Oh,
Warren is blowing up my inbox now. As long as he helps me figure this out.
okay. Did we actually write to Warren about this too? Interesting. Hey Max, the doctor is in the house. I've been thinking long and hard about your weird request. I just sent you a bunch of physics and science links, and without further ado, here's a few time travel films you must see. I'll send more as they come to mind. The doctor expects a full explanation to your newfound chrono interest. Okay, so we haven't told, but we have asked about the time travel. The Time Machine, the 1960s version, fun early steampunk sci-fi, and Morlock's Faces Melt. Primer, lo-fi time travelers in Dallas. Brilliant. I'll explain it to you after you watch it. Time After Time. H.G. Wells uses this time machine to chase Jack the Ripper to modern-day San Francisco. Super cool and clever. Pulp Fiction. Serious. The switching between timelines gives a good basic outline of relativity plus humor. Somewhere in Time, a big cult around this romantic sci-fi written by Richard Matheson. The best kind of a click fic. You'll cry like a baby. I did. Time Slip. You can borrow my copy of this awesome Japanese flick, or we can watch it together. Sonny, Shippa, and his soldiers end up back in samurai days. Basically, tanks versus ninjas. Time Cop. Jean-Claude Van Damme does the splits on the kitchen counter in his underwear. Need I say more? That's all the time I have now, as I do have actual quantum physics to blow through, and not your fun Back to the Future homework that I never get. Now that you've discovered the art of science, I expect to see you in the lab more as well. I could always use a new partner in time. Get it? Don't hit, I'm leaving it. Doctor Who? Question marks?
This is so insane, it sounds logical to me.
Join the Chrononauts. Time travel is not just a science fiction. History has recorded numerous cases of individuals who have managed to bend all rules of the time-space continuum. The present dilemma is that those who can navigate temporal dimensions are rightly reluctant to reveal themselves due to the impact of public and government security. Nations around the world have spent literally billions of dollars trying to build in top secret their own versions of a time machine. Thankfully, this is not the case where infinite revenue equals control of the infinite. Or you might not be reading this website at all. This is where the Chrononauts enter the picture. It's clear, based on the vast scientific information, that the time travel is only applicable on a person-by-person basis. Not driven nor dominated by any one particle physics or thermodynamic calibration. For this reason, we have created a forum where past, present, and future time travelers can share tips, ideas, and experiences to guide through those navigating the rocky seas of time. Hence our moniker, the Chrononauts, brave solitary adventures on infinite voyages. Register within the forum and step into the river of time without fear of being swept away. If there's even more who can time travel, whose reality is it going to be that is going to win? If like both aren't going to be able to all the time rewind time. So that's kind of going to be introducing a lot of freaking questions. What's going to happen if there's two time travelers who would be able to go and back in time all the time? What would happen?
This wormhole thing makes total sense, but doesn't explain how I can do what no scientist ever has.
Welcome to the wonderful world of the wormhole, a term lazily overexploited in science and science fiction. As such, talking about wormhole to tornado is kind of like a wormhole. Like if you would look at the tornado from top, it would sort of look like this after all. So maybe the tornado has something to do, indeed, with a wormhole type of a situation, sort of. Maybe. So welcome to a wonderful world of the wormhole, a term lazily overexploited in science and science fiction. For neophytes, visualize a wormhole like an invisible tunnel from one end of space to the other. Thus, if wormhole exists, time travel is possible and portable. The human trick is to discover the means of device needed to link to traverse both ends of this time tunnel. Einstein's theory of relativity posits that this is within the realm of theory, while a new generation of physics hope to develop an actual working model of this fascinating space-time conundrum. Inside Wormhole are links and articles relating to the most recent developments of this fluid theory.
I would say this is some crazy shit, but now I'm not so certain. Should I sign?
Well, that's a good question. I sign petition discussions. Recent signatures petition highlights. So, why are quantum physics trying to control time? As you read these words, physics and scientists around the world are using taxpayer-funded government programs to shatter our notion of time and space, potentially altering the course of history itself. For example, Australian researchers are using photons to simulate quantum particles as they travel through time itself. Even though quantum time mechanics is a very recent theory first predicted in 1991, it has caught fire with the scientific community, who eliminated ethics and morality from their dangerous experiments.
And I thought I was into Halloween. Dana is not messing around here.
So Dana Ward to Max Caulfield. Bring it, Blackwell Bloodsuckers. Next to prom night and Bigfoot Ball, my favorite time of the year is the annual Cool Days Black Hell Halloween party. Picture me passing a thriller zombie move. Principal Wells has given us almost carte blanche to decorate the halls and trim within taste and safety, so I want every student to be scared shitless when they walk to their classes. I know you all have tons of homework as I do, but let's make this a Halloween that Blackwell will never forget. The decoration committee meets in the gym at 3:30 next Wednesday, October 10. This gives you plenty of time to not have any excuses for flaking, and if you don't show up to help haunt the halls, the boogie man will get you. Let's show Blackwell our cool power. Pleasant screams, Dana the Dead. That's pretty good. Alrighty, that is all.
I could get lost doing time travel research. Me and the search engine have become one. If only I could be this focused on homework. Good morning, Lisa. Your leaves are lovely today. I may not have a green thumb, but I have a green finger.
Water, some more, I
Drink
guess.
up. It's got electrolytes.
Unless we're remembering to water our plant, this action will have consequences. I wonder how.
Good morning, Lisa. Your leaves are lovely today. I may not have a green thumb, but I have a green finger.
Okay, that is nice though. And it is nice that there was so much more to look through.
Now I have to wonder if any of these films are based on a true story.
That is an excellent question. That would be an excellent question.
I'll miss going to the games with my dad. Go Thunderbirds.
Keep calm and carry on. Do we wanna
Meanwhile,
play
my
a little
guitar
bit?
gently sleeps.
It does, but it doesn't have to for that long. I was already thinking, are you actually starting to play the guitar? But you do, just for a little bit. But I guess I shouldn't really be necessarily playing that long, especially given we are, so to speak, supposed to be getting to Chloe soon. So, though probably this doesn't actually count how long I have time to do that or visit Chloe,
Would Man
but
Ray call them selfie portraits?
I don't know. Would he?
Just because some ass pranked a girl's shampoo bottle and her hair fell out, we have to safeguard our toiletries. So, summer camp.
Well, I guess we need to be
Okay,
taking
Max, let's hit the showers now. Good morning, clothes. I hope you slept well. Now, shall it be my Gucci shirt with the Vuitton jacket?
that. That is an excellent question. What do you want to be wearing today?
Uh-oh. I wonder if I'll ever wear a watch again.
That is kind of a good question too. I'm not sure if I would suddenly get such a power. Do you need a clock? Would it make sense to have a clock? Hey, our journal, by the way. I guess we should be reading some of it because we probably have written something more. Okay, so I guess this is just like the prologue and I'm not sure. So SMS, also mom has sent me something more or asked something more. Hey honey, I hope you didn't forget to water the plant we gave you, but don't drown it either, mommy. Well, I gave it now second time water. I guess it should be okay nonetheless. Like second time, it's not like I've been watering it all the time though. Just second time, one day afterwards. Sure, might be better to not even give quite as much water, but well, already done. By the way, thanks, but we're not friends. Yes, I got it already earlier, though. It just showed a little bit weirdly. I would like to see if there's something else. Yeah, I would just be able to look into everyone. There's 2 that we haven't met yet that are here. Then this would just be something, I'm not sure exactly what. And then here... Page 22 out of 22. This is about Chloe, so we haven't read all of these for sure. It's a good question. Where was I? So yeah, of course, the tornado, for example, I've definitely read. So like this is the one that was from that day first. I think, yeah. Weirdest journal entry. Then the butterfly thing. Yeah, this is definitely something that we read. During the fire alarm thing, I'm pretty sure I read that too. Yep. Until I can figure this out. So real. I'm not sure if I've read this either. It's the problem when then you don't see a very clear sign what you have read actually and what you haven't. I don't remember that I would have read any of these. I don't think I read anything in Chloe's place, so basically I think this is definitely something that I didn't read. I'm pretty sure that I didn't read during that time. Yeah. I think this is the one that I still read. Okay, well, I'll just spend some time reading, I guess, because I do want to be knowing everything, and at least those who haven't played this will be able to look into this as well. And before Nathan could shoot her, smashed open the ancient fire alarm until I got grilled by the security chief, David Madsen, who thinks the Chuck Norris, yes. These I did read. Yeah, because I read outside, so those I have read. But these probably I haven't, so quickly die trying. Everything feels so surreal right now. I can't talk to anybody about this. Well, the only person I could, I haven't seen in 5 years. I could confide in Warren. He's smart and knows science, so maybe he could even think of an explanation. Though I have no idea what that could be. Until I can figure this out, I better stay on the down low with this stuff and focus on my classes. Warren sent me a text asking for his flash drive back, even though I haven't had the chance to check out on all the cool shows and films on there. I watched a few episodes of the Doctor Who and the X-Files, binged on Full Metal Alchemist, then Faster Pussycat, Kill Kill, all kinds of amazing Amazon woman black and white badassery. Tetsu, a total cyberpunk trip with amazing visual, and Scott Pilgrim for about the millionth time. On a side note, I saw a missing person poster on campus for Rachel Amber, a pretty Blackwell student who vanished. It's so sad to see her smiling face and think about the awful things that could happen. If there was a way for me to rewind back 6 months, I totally would. I had to go back to the dorm to get Warren's flash drive, and yes, Victoria and her Vortex Vixens blocked me from getting in, and even took my picture. It was so high school movie, I can't believe she did it. She actually told me to go fuck your selfie. Though it was funny, I don't know why she has to act that way. She already has everything she wants, doesn't she? And she forced me to use my rewind until I finally came up with a way to get her out of my way. I don't want to use this power for trivial bullshit, especially if I have been given an actual gift from the universe, but it did give me a chance to test it out. But I felt like shit seeing Victoria sitting there by herself on the steps covered in paint. She didn't look like the Queenie Peach of Blackwell, just a lonely girl as confused as me. I knew I had to find out if she was okay. She was actually nice and apologized. She even deleted the picture she took of me of her photo. So maybe there's hope for the future. More high school trauma. Juliet wouldn't let Dana out of her room because she thought Zachary was sexing Dana. So stupid. I was so tired from everything, and since Dana borrowed Warren's flash drive, I had to intervene. Juliet told me Victoria was the one who gave her the inside scoop on Zach and Dana, so I knew that Victoria was playing them all. I snuck into Victoria's room and onto her laptop and found out that she was indeed lying through her ass just to create drama. Of course, I felt like a weasel going through Victoria's room and laptop. Then what the fluff. Once I gave Juliet the proof that Victoria was behind this, I went to get Warren's flash drive from Dana. She was in a weird mood, so I had to look around to see if I could find out why. I found a home pregnancy test along with a note from Logan and a doctor's appointment. Dana admitted she was pregnant. I realized that all of my friends have troubles that are just significant as mine. So, she didn't really admit she was pregnant. She just was a little bit crying. So, yeah. I'm starting to get the hang of this whole rewind thing. I don't want to waste this power, but there has to be a reason it was given to me. So I better learn how to use it right. I started by saving Alyssa from getting a football-fueled headshot. I admit it felt amazing just to help Alyssa with something as simple as that. I also saw David Madsen hassling Kate Marsh. I couldn't hear everything, but he was accusing her of something. All that guy can do is point fingers. I got so pissed. I went over to stop him from being such a bully. He's a security guard, not a stormtrooper. He was an asshole, as usual. But I felt good about what I did, and Kate seemed truly happy that somebody stood up for her. And I did that without using my rewind power. This day keeps getting stranger. I don't even believe what I'm writing, and I can't even do a simple task like giving Warren back his flash drive without getting into a situation. In this case, though, it turned out half bad and half good, which I guess is the yin and yang of life. When I met with Warren in the lot and checked out his new retro wheels, guess who showed up? Nathan Prescott, freaking out all over again. He got all up in my face to accuse me of bullshit. Even though I was scared because I know what he did to that girl in the bathroom, I was more furious. Then the girl in the bathroom pulled up in a truck. My former best friend, Chloe Price. We both looked at each other like, what the fuck? Next thing I knew, I was in her truck as Warren earned his man card and tried to get Nathan off my ass. I owe Warren big time. Seeing Chloe for the first time in 5 years was such a shock I was almost paralyzed. Especially after realizing that Nathan had almost killed her right in front of me. Now Chloe shows up out of the blue to save me. Of all the bizarro and unexplainable shit happening today, sitting in Chloe's battered truck, listening to music and staring at her dashboard bobblehead might be at the top. So I tried to process the fact that Chloe and I were two best friends who didn't know each other anymore. She had blue hair, piercing, and cool boots, and I I looked like a dork. I didn't know where to start, and she wasn't exactly extending an olive branch. So we sat like strangers. At least I had time to catch my breath and realize that in the parking lot melee with Nathan and Warren, my camera got busted up. I didn't care considering everything else going on, but it sucked on top of everything else going on. Going back to Chloe's old house for the first time in 5 years was like the ultimate rewind. Some things were obviously different, but some things weren't. The house smelled exactly the same as it did when we were growing up. Chloe's room was like an exploded version of her new adult self, cool and chaotic. I could tell she was pissed. She wanted to blaze up and chill, so I explored her room to play catch up on what she was into these days. I'm an utter one. Then I found a photo of Chloe with Rachel Amber. Chloe freaked and laid into me for not calling her once. I deserved it. She had become best friends with Rachel and they were going to bail on Arcadia Bay and head out to Los Angeles for fame and fortune. I could tell how much Chloe cared about Rachel since she was the one putting up the posters. I felt even shittier about leaving Chloe alone all those years when she most needed me. You suck, Max. But Chloe is obsessed with Rachel, the missing girl. She says Rachel vanished after meeting some amazing dude. Probably some psycho online. Chloe wanted to smoke out and be alone, so I went downstairs to find tools to fix my camera. Snooping deeper, I hit the paranoia jackpot and found a full mini-surveillance setup of Chloe's house, with cameras in the halls and some rooms. Truly creepy shit. What kind of uber paranoid puts cameras throughout his home? Chloe's stepfather, I guess. I see why she's got serious attitude. When I got back upstairs, I couldn't fix the stupid camera, but Chloe saw the butterfly photo and knew I was in the bathroom and set off the alarm. Her attitude totally changed and she realized that I had saved her life. Even though it could have gone the other way. She was so happy, like when we were kids, and it was great to see her face light up. She even gave me her dad's awesome old Instamatic as a symbol of our reunion. She cranked up the tunes and started dancing on her bed like a maniac. She even got me to shake my booty, just a bit. That's when Chloe's stepfather showed up, and it was David Madsen. I had to hide in the closet, and then David came in, angry about the music. He was even scarier off campus because he didn't have the school around him. He accused Chloe of taking one of his guns. Then shit got real. David found Chloe's joint and flipped out on her. She didn't back down and he actually slapped her. Bastard. I thought Chloe would be pissed. I didn't step in to help, but she didn't think it would matter. We decided to get out of there and catch some on our exploring, like best friends. So Chloe and I ended up at the lighthouse watching the sunset. Chloe was mellow and told me more about David and his uber paranoia at school and home. It all made sense. But I wanted to know why Chloe was in that bathroom with Nathan Prescott. She told me he deals drugs and she wanted to blackmail him to pay off some big loan. It's so strange where our lives have gone since the last time we hung out when we were 13. Then I had another nightmare. Or duskmare. I was right back at the lighthouse in a storm. Except this time I was following a ghostly deer until I got to the edge of the cliff. I could see the tornado destroying everything in its path. And again I could feel the cold sting of the rain. The lighthouse was crumbling and I felt so helpless watching the tornado move towards the town. 3 meters above the sky. Objective, I should take a shower, yes. Then Chloe snapped me out of the dream and I told her what I saw. And as if to make the day end on another unusual note, snow started falling from the sky into warm sunset. It was so weird, ominous and beautiful all at once. Especially standing there with my best friend. And on that positive thought, I have officially earned a great night's sleep. Okay, now at least we've all caught up. Totally 100%. So we can actually go into the shower. Tune in for more next time in Life is Strange.